So we're gaining on putting the metal roofing away. So what is this stuff? When I purchased it, I noticed it right away, of course, and I knew it was related to water getting in between the sheets. But what is it? You know, at first I thought, could it be where it was stored? Could have salt gotten in with the water, or something else gotten in with the water and done this? But then you have places like this, kind of on their own. I mean, it doesn't look like it came across there. It just looks like it was there. So I did look online, and if you wash this, it'll look more like this. So the white comes off. That does come off. All I have to do is put some water on it and rub it, and it'll come off. But you still have a little tarnishing effect. The other observation is it feels kind of slimy. It doesn't feel crystalline necessarily, really fine. Especially when you put some water on it, it feels kind of slimy. And you can see from sweeping them all off, see what it's done? I have a coating on this stone. Now I brushed off the top, but look how heavy it is on the bottom. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of this powder. Now, I did read online that someone said they coat it with a fine powder before stacking during the process to keep them from rubbing against each other as much. So I'm beginning to think that that is the answer. That is what it is. A pre-effect of the rusting, I don't think so. Maybe it's a combination of, maybe there's a little oil in the process towards the end to help bend and everything. Although it'd have to be after the coating, and the coating must happen after the bending. So I don't know. I guess that's the maybe next thing I should do is see if I can find some videos on the processing of a material like this. This is 18 gauge. I don't know if that would make a difference. You know, maybe there'd be more stress on the equipment doing it. It's a much heavier gauge. Maybe more lubrication would be needed. But then again, you got to coat it too. So, but anyways, I don't think this is going to be a big deal. I think once it's installed on the roof, the water is going to wash this off. Is this tarnishing going to still show? Possibly. But is it a big deal? Because I'm 6 inches away from it right now, and that's what you see. If we back up, you're not going to see the roof. You're going to kind of see the roof from an angle. So I don't think you're going to see that sort of thing. And if you do, so what? It might add some dimension to it. So I don't know why they decided to sell this at an auction. I'm thinking possibly it's a slow-moving product, given the thickness. You know, places want to go a little thinner, probably. Easier to handle, easier to install, easier to cut. You know, this is as thick as it gets. I can't find anything thicker than this. 18 gauge seems to be the thickest, and most sites don't go down that low that have this material. So maybe it's not very popular anymore. Plus, these are at 12 feet. Maybe it's just not selling. You know, it's just not selling given the length. Maybe they want longer ones. I don't know, because if it's for commercial, so commercial buildings, and maybe the trend is to all painted too. So for whatever reason, it was put into a auction, and the person I purchased picked it up and did all the hauling. So, you know, yeah, hope they did make some money, because they had to haul a lot of weight, a good 12,000 pounds, 6 ton, given everything I got. Okay, let's get back to work. It's a good drying day, and I'm closing in on this pile.